Good morning. It's Friday the 11th of August and it's very early after a bad sleep and we're going to go down and get some breakfast. Thank you. So I'm trying to be good. I've got a couple of poached eggs, mushrooms, bacon, which I'll cut the fat off, a slice of wholemeal toast, some brown sauce, a cup of tea. I've got my orange juice, and it's blooming raining. It's going to be nice later, I think. I'm not even joking. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's day 2 of our holiday vlog and we are about to set off now on the next leg of our journey. The exciting bit, the really scenic bit. What an eventful start we've had this morning. So we've had fire alarms going off, we've had the fire brigade here, kicked out the hotel for a little while, but it's all good now. We've been fed and watered, showered, and we're ready to go. So it's 156 miles between here and where we're staying, which doesn't sound too far, but without any stops, it's coming up as 3 hours, 36 minutes. So we best get cracking. And we've got a couple of really nice stops along the way that we'll take you to. And then, yeah, so let's get going. Yawn. So this bit of the journey is a really lovely bit of the journey. We're just about to go around Glasgow at the minute. But then once we get across the Erskine Bridge onto the other side and then get up around Loch Lomond, the sort of scenery from Loch Lomond down to Campbelltown is just stunning. So we're going to be stopping at a couple of places, probably in Inverary, and we always stop there and get an ice cream. Maybe stop maybe at the top of Rest and Be Thankful as well, which we'll show you there. Gorgeous scenery, if it's lovely and clear, we'll stop and show you that. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, I'll tell you some other interesting facts along the way as we go. So I hope you enjoy the ride, and we'll see you at our next stop. So we're just crossing the Erskine Bridge. I don't think I've got any interesting facts to tell you, apart from it used to pay for a toll on it, I think years ago. It used to be a toll bridge, and it's crossing the River Clyde. I was going to say Erskine, but we're going to Erskine. It crosses the River Clyde, which used to be like a really big lot of shipbuilding and stuff used to be going on here, I believe. So yeah, still is, yeah. And Billy Connolly used to work in the shipyards. Yeah. And is that, yes, on the River Clyde. So that's your interesting. In a quarter of a. So how many years ago, Glenn? 30?
Yeah.
31?
32 years ago.
32 years ago. We had an accident on this roundabout. Well, say we. Someone decided just to drive into us whilst we were going round the roundabout. Yeah, in an old Ford Cortina. Who remembers those?
He had a slight scrape and he had a Citroen AX and complete write-off.
Yes, that's right. Never used to be traffic lights on the roundabouts back then. So another really boring story. When I was a little girl, I didn't live that far away from here actually. And down there is Balloch. And I used to dance in the Highland Games in Balloch. So yes, another very boring fact for this long journey. We're just coming up now round towards Loch Lomond side, so I'll try and get some nice little shots in of the loch if I can. It's a lot of foliage at this time of year, so we may not see very much, but it's just beautiful part of Scotland. It's very busy with tourists.
We're on the distance to go aboard now, 115 miles to Campbelltown.
115 miles to Campbelltown, yeah, so we're getting there slowly. It was 136, 137 I think when we get off Erskine Bridge. So yeah, we're chipping away at it. Any sort of interesting bits of scenery now, I'll just sort of bob in as we go, and then maybe sort of sticking a little bit of music or something over it, so you haven't got me just talking all the time. But
Colin Montgomery's golf course on the right, Loch Lomond.
oh, is that right? So yeah, so any golfers, yes. So on the right is Loch Lomond Golf Course, which is Colin Montgomery's golf club. This loch is honestly huge. We've been driving for ages, and honestly it's absolutely massive. It's just such a shame you can't see it properly on the camera, but I wish I had a drone. That's what I need. If anyone wants to sponsor me a drone, that'd be amazing. So it'd be so cool just to be able to park up somewhere and just get some really cool footage. But it's just beautiful. It's so gorgeous, and it really is a gorgeous part of Scotland. All of it's lovely, and I would really recommend a visit if you can. So this is where we leave a lot of traffic. So if you go to Oban, which is another really popular place that goes up this way, and there's this bit that we're going on is for the few of us. Not many people go down this way. Oh, look, the sun's back out again. Beautiful. You're gonna have a lot of this like ridiculous chit chat now between now and the end, but it's fine.
99 miles.
99 miles to go. How beautiful are all these little villages as well along the way. It is stunning. It's just the scenery is breathtaking, and it's just, I don't know, I love coming to Scotland, and I love coming back to Campbelltown, and I just have a feeling of like just well-being and happiness. And you're the same, aren't you? You really like it. We love coming back. There's something really special about it, and I can't really describe it, but it feels like coming home. It's just lovely. So this is Araken. There's quite a few nice little bits in here. You can stop and have a cup of tea. There's some nice little bakeries and things. There used to be a diner called the Pit Stop Diner, and they had the best toilets, honestly, anywhere. The public loos were incredible, and they're not there anymore. But there is still a little place in here. They've got like a little gift shop, so you just sort of turn left down here and back in on yourself, and you go down that way. There's a little gift shop, a little tea room, which is nice. And again, yet more lochs just everywhere you go. It is just beautiful. I think there's a little tea room there next to the petrol station as well, which is really nice. They do good little cakes and things like that as well. Breathe in, there's a big lorry. Good view of this loch here. Busy. Sort of climbing slowly and gradually up, and eventually you get to like a really high point, and you get to, it's a place called the Rest and Be Thankful, because like obviously you made it to the top, and so like you rest and be thankful, and it's gorgeous. There's often, if you ever come up this way as well, if you're coming during like winter, autumn, or when there's been lots of rain and things, it's always worthwhile checking on the Traffic Watch, I think Scotland Traffic Watch, because this is just literally one road to Campbelltown, that is it, and there could be landslides and things, rock slides, so there's a lot of work going on, as you'll see, with them sort of putting reinforcements in to stop the rocks from falling. But when you get to the top, it's just unbelievable. It's absolutely gorgeous views, and there's a little snack van at the top that does butties, cups of tea and cakes, really cheap. So it's always worth a stop just to get out and enjoy the views and have a cup of tea. I don't think there's any toilets up there though, so if you need a wee, you need to go before you get there. If the road has been closed, then you have to use what's called like the old military road, and it's like a single track road, and you go in convoy, and it adds hours and hours onto your journey. It's just awful. But yeah, so we're just currently climbing up through all like the forestry land, and yeah, well, I'll show you when we get to the top. If we're seeing like little waterfalls or anything, I'll try and capture those. There's like a little babbling brook down here alongside us. And it's just, again, I keep saying it's just so pretty. It really is. Really is. So we're kind of heading up there, not to the top of the mountain hill, but you get such a gorgeous view. Look at this all the way down. And you'll see where that's like the old military road, yeah, down there, and it goes up, and then it goes up through this like a forestry road, and it's just but yeah, what takes the time is because it can only go in one direction, so it's like it is just literally like you go like they'll have a load of cars going that way, then they shut the road, then all the traffic that needs to come the other way will come through, and yeah, it just adds a long, I think it adds like a couple of hours onto your journey. But yeah, there were last year and the year before, there were an awful lot of rock slides, is that right? Landslides, rock slides. So there's been constant works going on up here. Just like the improvements you can see here, they've got like all the netting in to catch any falling rocks and things. Yeah, like here and all the way up here as well. So there's been lots and lots of work to improve the safety and things. And again, so there's still obviously been working. We've not been up since last summer, but yeah, it's still ongoing. So yeah, you can see where the main areas are. I'll show you all the way down when we get to the top. You can just look down into a little valley. But yeah, oh gosh, I've taken those out. Last time we were here, there was big traffic jams and that, because again it was on a traffic light system because they were working, so it was just one lane open. Look at that, I'll show you properly when we get out the car. Stop here, you just get up here, and it's just up on the left hand side in here. I do feel some portaloos would be a very good addition. So it's quite breezy and it's definitely cooler. You could probably do with a cardi, but it's not horrid. It's got its own climate up here. So there's our little van behind us, but I'll just show you the views first of all, and then we'll go get, we don't really need anything to eat yet, we don't need any lunch, but we'll maybe get a cake. Got to have a cake. Cannot go wrong at these prices, it's mad. So I've got a hot chocolate, Glenn's got an Americano with milk, and then we've got 2 ridiculously huge pieces of millionaire shortbread. There you go, sir. You can have that one.
Thank you.
And it came to £7 altogether. Is that like not ridiculous?
They're so busy as well.
And they're just like, yeah, they just do not rip people off. It's just crazy. That was so yummy. I've got my chocolate now to drink on the way. Honestly, so nice. But like, I'm so distracted. Look at the scenery. I'm turning you around like that. It's just ridiculous. I don't know if you can even see properly. You are. But what am I doing? That was really nice. So yeah, well worth a stop at Rest and Be Thankful. If you need a break, need a little cuppa or a sweet snack, or even like the hot butties, and like so cheap, ridiculously cheap. Yes, a little beach. It's just like everywhere you look, there's something beautiful to see. I'm so sorry. I know I'm boring you all, but I've been down here so many times because yeah, I lived in Campbelltown for years, and I just never get tired of the journey. It's beautiful. You might, if you're bored of it now, I'm sorry, it's clearly not for you, but for me, I love it.
It's all of it.
I love this little stream. Look at the cute little bridge. I don't know if you can see it with Glenn's erratic driving. Okay, so cool fact again is, so Paul McCartney's song, The Long and Winding Road, is actually about the road down to Campbelltown, and as you can see, it's a very long, very winding road. And because he bought a farm down there, him and Linda McCartney. In fact, the farm is still down there. Another cool fact, yeah, he still owns the farm, although he's not been up, I don't think, since Linda passed away. And actually, one of my friends, they manage the farm, which is really cool. So yeah, this is the Long and Winding Road, and we're on our way down. And then once we've got a few more bits, we're going to stop at Inverary. Probably we've got for an ice cream after we've just had that. We always have an ice cream in Inverary, so we need to have an ice cream in Inverary. And it's stunning. The lock, sometimes it's just like glass if it's really still, so hopefully it'll be like that today. There are ferries that come over from like Glasgow side over here like to Dunoon, and you can also get a ferry once a week to Campbelltown, which goes I think via Arran, but only if the weather's okay, and I think it only comes in on a Friday. Yeah, and if you can bring your car on that. And there is a plane as well, a little propellered twin propelled plane. I think they call it otters, aren't they? The twin otter.
It carries around 22 people.
Yeah, and so you can come on that, and you usually have to balance your weight out on the plane. That comes in twice a day. I think there's a morning flight and an evening flight as well, a tea time flight. It takes about half an hour from Glasgow to Campbelltown. I think now we'll come up to Loch Fyne. We're going around that, and I don't know if you've heard of like Loch Fyne restaurants. You do get them round about the place. I know we've definitely got one in York, and it sells like a lot of shellfish and seafood restaurants. Well, this is Loch Fyne, and the original Loch Fyne restaurant is here, which we'll show you. It's just round the corner. It's really popular. I'm sure this is Loch Fyne. I might tell you. Yeah. So I'll show you when we get round the corner. It's just over there, like the big white building. So yeah, this is Loch Fyne.
Oyster bar, that's what it's called.
Yeah, no, it's an oyster bar. I said oysters, didn't I?
You said shellfish and seafood.
Oh, I thought I said oysters.
No.
Oh, my bad.
I think it specialises in oysters.
It does specialise in oysters.
Have you recorded?
Yes.
Oh.
Thanks for the input, Glenn. There's a little bridge on here, I think, that...
On the right.
Is it on the left?
On the right.
No. Oh, there it is, yeah. Again, there's lots of these little bridges that you no longer go over, but they're still there and look really pretty. So here's the Loch Fyne restaurant. There's also a treat shop. Interesting. So there we are, the oyster bar, restaurant and deli.
Where they grow oysters in the treat shop.
They don't grow them in there. They have them in here actually. Yes, it's raining. It's actually forecast to be quite a wet weekend, I think, but next week's going to be beautiful. But we want it to be nice tomorrow because it's like when we're doing the green for our music festival. Anyway, it is what it is. It shall not dampen our spirits. It's still beautiful in the rain. It's more beautiful in the sunshine, but it's still beautiful in the rain. There was a view there that was beautiful, which is now just come down very quickly. So we're just coming up to Inverary now. It was a very sharp shower, which is almost past. The sun's coming back out, and I think it's meant to be like blue skies for the rest of the day. So up here is a really pretty little town. And on the right, as we go over the bridge, there's Inverary Castle, which looks almost like a princess fairy tale castle. It looks so lovely. And yeah, we normally get an ice cream, but you know, we've literally just had our millionaire shortbread. I'm not sure we really need an ice cream. Maybe we'll get one on the way back. But we always stop for one, but we don't always get a cake. Rest and be thankful. But you know, obviously for the because of you guys, our commitment to you, we had one. That was the sacrifice we were willing to make. So yeah, Inverary, really, really pretty little town. It's got a fabulous ice cream shop, isn't it? Clean toilets if you need a wee stop, important. There's Inverary Jail, which we'll show you as we just drive through, and it's got like a lot of like woolen mill shops as well, like, you know, like gift shops, tartan shops,
whiskey shops,
whiskey, that sort of thing as well. So a very little touristy town, really, to be honest. It's a very charming little place, but it is a bit of a tourist trap. You get a lot of bikers that'll come here and stop off as well, and on like a warm hot summer's day is ever so busy. So oh, thank you, Glenn's opened his window, so as we go over the top of the bridge, Inverary Castle's just on the side here. As we go up over the bridge, I'll try and get a good view. If I don't manage a good view on this, I will insert a picture for you. But look at that, is that not just beautiful? I just think it looks like a fairy tale castle. So pretty. Yeah, so I shall stop talking for now, and we shall meet up once we've parked. So see if we can get parked down here. It's always busy. Sometimes we're lucky just round the corner. We've got one.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, see, you just get lucky sometimes. People are never here for that long. It is often a toilet stop and a quick snack or a bite to eat. So that was lucky. Yeah, if you can't get here, just do go around the corner and often get one around there as well. So there are some works going on, so it's not very peaceful, unfortunately. But how pretty. So pretty. And that little shop there is where you get your ice cream. Look how clear the water is.
This was terrible last time we came.
It was. Must be renovating it. A crab walking. I was trying to see where it is on the shot.
Got a white top on it.
Yeah, it's got like a little white.
Swirl.
So if you can see, I'll put a little pointer to it. It's just walking along the base. I'm scared in case I drop my phone in. So it comes. Right, I've just put some chewing gum in, I'm so sorry. So, off we go, that's where we came in. Lots of tourists about, so there's just some, did you just swear?
No.
So there's lots of little shops here, as you can see. Really lovely. Kind of reminds me of the clock in Back to the Future. Marty! On the left here is Inverary Jail. In there. I can't remember the significance of that, but it's just a tourist place. Yeah, and that was Inverary. Very pretty little town. Nice ice cream, reasonable toilets. What more is there to say? Just past a signpost that says 75 miles to go, in case you're wondering whereabouts we are on our route down. Still got quite a long way. So I've just done a little screenshot of where we are on Google Maps. So we're literally at the top end now of the peninsula. So we've spent all that time coming up the peninsula, and now I've got to come all the way over the top, which we've just done, and all the way down to the very, very end. So yeah, off we go. What's happened to the weather? Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to send a video and send it to our friends because they're joining us next week. And whenever they come up, it rains. And normally when we come we have great weather, but literally I've got no clue what's happening. It's going to take us so long to get there because there's a car in front of this van that's sat at about 40 miles an hour. Obviously there's another road which isn't of any fault of theirs, but they're not bad roads really, and it's a bit of a painful drive. And the thing with these roads is it's very difficult. You can't really overtake anywhere because they're so windy, so it's not really safe to overtake. Maybe a couple of spots on the whole journey down, yeah. But we'll be stopping in a little while for some fuel, and yeah, so I mean, and at that point where we're stopping is the last point where traffic can really turn off, and then after that anything else on the road is pretty much on the road on the way down to Campbelltown. So yeah, there's only really one more turn to go off anywhere else, and then we're stuck. But I prefer it when there's nothing in front of me, and then I can just enjoy the view, you know, and enjoy the drive down. But it is what it is. And if you need a Christmas tree, there are a few to choose from. Wonder how many trees there are in the world. Answers down below. So this is us just coming into Loch Gilphead. So this is the last place really we can turn off. You get to a little T-junction, you'll turn right to go to Oban, turn left to go to Campbelltown. And interesting fact, when I lived in Campbelltown, I was in the Army Cadets when I was a kid, and we used to come on weekend camps up to Loch Gilphead. There you go. How exciting is that? Plus, Glenn likes to fill up here with petrol because it's cheaper than Campbelltown, and
normally cheaper than anywhere in England as well.
Normally cheaper than anywhere else, isn't it? Well, she'll see. Actually, that'd be really interesting to see if it's still a cheaper place to be. So, again, quite a nice little town. Most of them are, and they just, I have to say, places in Scotland just seem so well kept compared to like a lot of places in England, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, you don't really seem to get much litter, and people are just really pleasant, and I don't know, everyone just seems a little bit happier. So I've been stuck behind this coach for ages. This car, and there it is there still, look. Pull over, car. Right, petrol station's just up here. How much is it?
Oh no, it's expensive. Oh,
see, that's a change of time, isn't it?
We've got Campbelltown.
Okay, so right, there's actually one more turn. I said there was no more turn offs. You can turn there, you get to the end here, and you can turn.
You stop at Lubrick.
Oh yeah, should we have a wee, and that might give them a chance to bugger off, won't it? Not that we want them to bugger off, but you know what I mean. Yeah, actually really nice toilets here as well.
Right, stop outside then.
Stop outside, have a final wee stop. Actually, yeah, we'll stop here because I was going to say, no, carry on, it's fine. I don't want to have gone because I've gone. So yeah, the cadet halt was down this main road down here at the very end, and I think it was up on the right at the end of that was the cadet centre, and so hopefully this car will turn right at the end. If not, I'm fearful that we're going to be stuck behind it all the way down. We shall see. Let's just wait and see, then we'll click off. I actually want to show, on the way down there's a few things I want to show you. For me now, this bit of the journey now is the prettiest bit. It's so nice, this last little, it's about an hour now, would you reckon? Yeah. It's usually about an hour once from Loch Gilphead down. Yes! It's, oh yes! Both gone. See, not many people go to Campbelltown. Here we go. That's, yes, we can enjoy the rest of our journey now. We're at the front, we're not stopping, Glenn. We are going. So the sun's come back out, that heavy downpour has gone. These old buildings. It's so nice. So there's just a couple of places up here now, and then we get to a little town at the called Tarbert, which we then sort of turn down, and after that we've got the coast road all the way down, and that's looking onto the Atlantic Ocean, and it's just gorgeous. Rugged coastline. Yeah, you get seals, you get all sorts, and we've actually been looking at how we are considering sort of moving, but we're so tempted to come back up. All our friends are up here and things, and well, not all of our friends, but a lot of our friends are up here, and yeah, so we always keep an eye on the properties that come on the market, and there's quite a few that have caught our eye recently, so it's a bit of a
one with its own beach.
Yeah, one that's got its own beach. How cool! Yeah, yeah, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll probably click back on when we get to Tarbert, just show you that, because it's a nice little like kind of it's got like a little marina and things, and then there'll just be little clippers after that going down the coast road. You don't have big lorries coming towards you, or buses, although the buses are really good. They are very good at staying over there, excellent. Probably more likely, more worried about probably people in the big motorhomes coming down here that first of all don't know how big the motorhomes are, secondly don't know the roads, and thirdly just like driving in the middle of the road. Yeah, I know, otherwise we end up in the water or on the rocks. Which people do quite a bit actually. So here we are, just coming into Tarbert, and we just have to round the corner. Probably just maybe start filming a little bit early, but it's just got a nice little bay. It's like a little marina type thing. Marina? No, there is a marina here. This first bit down here.
Oh, is it?
No, he laughs, but he forgets. That's because even though I sound English, he is English. Okay. Because if you look in here, see, there's a little marina. That's a marina. And then it's just like a little fishing port. Again, nice little sort of touristy bit. And that's it. That's my chair speaking, by the way, guys. Lovely. We don't need to stop. We can just go through. And then now, this is the best bit. For me, this is the long and winding road, this little bit here. Doesn't tell you how far it is to CAMPBELTOWN. It's about 40 minutes drive. And it looks like it's going to rain again. I don't believe it. Never mind. We're behind a car that's very, very slow. 15 miles an hour. Good grief. Oh, good, it's turning off. I'm not a car hater, by the way. But you know, it's been a long day. Nice church up there. Super duper. You can turn left down off here, and you can go down like the east side of the peninsula, which is like a terrible road, but this is like the easiest way. It gets quite narrow at times this way, but this is far easier coming down the west side of the peninsula. But there's a really nice seafood place. I'll try and tag it. I'll try and pop it in the description box down below. Is it Skipness? Maybe. I can't remember actually. We're not massive seafood people actually, but our friends are. No, actually. Well, no, I'll eat a prawn cocktail.
I'll eat fish and chips.
I'll eat fish and chips. Fish finger, boy. Yeah, but we're not shellfish fans, you know, so our friends are like, oh, they like all of that. We're not about that life, but I appreciate that people do enjoy good seafood, so I think if there's a good seafood, and obviously around here there's so many amazing places to eat if you love seafood, so it's just only fair that I point it out. Okay, We've just got about 5 minutes of like this little inlet bit, and then we get onto the proper coastline. It'll be just fabulous. So there are ferries here, as you can see. You might not be able to see now because there's trees. Anyway, so it's a bit hard to see today because it's a little bit misty, but there are some islands which are adjacent to the coastline here. So we've got Isla, Jura and Gia. You can get ferries across to them. I did try to get a bit of footage of one of the ferries, but I was my camera skills were slightly rubbish. But there's a very good golf course on Isla,
There is.
I think, and then you've got distilleries, like you've got whiskey that gets made on Jura and Isla. Don't know about Gia, but there's some really nice, there's a really nice seafood place again on Gia, and yeah, you can get you can walk on, get the ferry just as like a foot passenger for Gia as well. It's not they're not very big islands at all. You could take bikes over, whatever you want. It's really lovely. Oh, big ramp. Oh, good, that's handy. We slowed down then. So yeah, someone walking on the beach. Yeah, it's just stunning. It's so beautiful, as you know. Just missed a couple of eagles. I am failing badly at this videography of my trip. Oh, so the Tane Lone, right, we saw a house up for sale here actually. That looked really nice. So I wonder where that is. I have to keep an eye out. So you can get the ferry to Gia here, and it's really cheap to get the ferry over, because I was having a look, so I thought we might actually go over maybe one day next week if we get a good day.
About £14 including the car.
Yeah, but it's under 20 quid any for both of us and the car to go over and back, which I didn't think is bad at all. So yeah, there's, well, in the distance those are the Highlands, is Gia, Jura, and then the over there, like the bumpy ones. I don't think you'll see it actually. All you can see is the air freshener swinging like a ball sack. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe delete that. So there used to be a big NATO base up here. I might be going to show you one day actually. So yeah, there was like a big NATO base which is now closed down. So you had like the RAF in there. You had the American SEALs, like the US Navy SEALs. You had a lot of Dutch in. What else was England? All sorts of nationalities coming on there.
Big NATO exercise there. They had the nuclear mines there.
Alright, so it was like from the days of like the Cold War and everything, because it was like the back door into Britain. So this was like why it was such like a big, like it was kind of important base, and it's got was it longest runway in where?
Well, certainly in Scotland.
Yeah, it was a huge runway, and you used to get like a lot of big planes coming in for exercise and stuff. This is probably very boring for lots of you, but just a few little facts really about it. But
and they put bidding for the spaceport as well.
Oh yes, they did put the bidding for the spaceport, but I think they build a lot of the wind turbines here. Is that now finished?
I think it's finished.
But it's like a big golfing area up here, so there are 3 very big golf courses, links courses. And there's some plans in, or there's like definitely rumours of a golfing village that's going to be potentially built where the old base was, I think. So that'd be really good for the area actually, by bringing in obviously like hospitality, be like a big hotel and restaurant and new golf club and everything. So yeah, we'll see. So it's probably like, all that happens, it's a good time to buy property now before all these things sort of come in, because all those sorts of things help to raise the economy, don't they, of the local area. There's been a lot of regeneration in Campbelltown as well. It used to be an absolutely thriving place, and then there was like a big sort of like slump, and then definitely in recent years, look at that view, in recent years. There's been like a lot of regeneration and a lot of money put into it, and it's starting to look like really good again, which is really good to see. So there's a really pretty little beach just in here. Again, just like a tiny, I mean, you can't even call them villages, can you really? Like little hamlets.
There's new beach huts as well, they weren't there last time.
Yeah, look at those beach huts are new. Honestly, it's now. There never used to be any of these little caravans or anything. It's becoming so popular. I mean, obviously it's good for local economy, isn't it? Tourism is really good. We went for a meal there, didn't we, in our girl hotel? So obviously it's very good for the local community. But yeah, there's so many things like this popping up now that caravans are so popular as well, like static caravans. They're just popping up all over the place. And in fact, where we're stopping on Monday, we're stopping like a little lodge thing, but then there's like caravans there as well, and they're just literally everywhere now.
This is where the thing is going to be, the golf village. It's not on the base.
Oh, is it here?
Yeah,
So
it's slightly north.
So between here and the base. So like all like links courses, which means like so like a links course is a golf course that is like done like with a natural landscape and things. Is that right, Glenn? So rather than not like all your manicured things and that, but it's just all done like with the landscapes of all the rocks and, you know, the dunes, the hills. Makes for a really interesting golf match. Really scenic, as if I know what I'm talking about. But that's kind of the gist of it, isn't it? What's that? Oh, that's a house for sale there. Oh, okay. Sorry for making you feel sick as I whizzed around quickly. Quite often as well, you'll get seals that are here like basking on the rocks and things like that. So if you do see any seals, I should be sure to let you know. The long and winding road. I can sing if you like, maybe not. We're nearly there. I'm really excited. So just in here, the bay goes in there, and that goes in for Macrahanish. And we're kind of staying over there on Monday, but we have to go all the way in, round and back out again to get to the other side of the bay. Just makes me feel so happy being here. If you love being near the ocean or the water, you kind of know what I mean. It's just, oh, okay. There's just something about being near the sea that is just quite calming for lots of people. There's some new houses being built in there. Oh, they're nice as well. A little glamping pod in the garden, and there they've got like a little side hustle going on. Westport Beach is a great beach. Should we go in?
Yeah,
Let's pop in and we'll show you the beach. Oh, used to come down here all the time as a teenager. It's a great beach. As you can see now, like also got like motorhomes and things. So it's a really popular spot now for people. So we're just gonna have a quick little look. I am in my flip-flops, which is fine. But yeah, I'll show you important safety information so you know what a riptide looks like. Here we go. It's honestly a great beach. Never used to be so busy. It used to be very windy, I'm sorry. But let's go down. It's so windy. So it's really busy compared to where it used to be. I never used to get a soul here. So we've got sand dunes up here. Obviously the bay goes right the way around there. Atlantic Ocean, as I've mentioned. In the very distance, you probably can't see it. I don't know, I'll try and zoom, and I'll zoom in whilst I'm editing, but that's Northern Ireland. And the sand is lovely. It's so nice.
So funny.
It is, it's really beautiful sand. And yeah, it's my happy place. I love it here. I just love it. There's my man. Let's come down here when we are young adults. And yeah, lovely. Really lovely. So it's always nice just to have a little stop off at the beach before we get to where we're going. It's literally only now, it's less than 10 minutes to where we're going, which is fab. Glenn's upset because I didn't tell you this is where he proposed to me as well. So yes. And actually, I only managed to get my engagement ring back on again yesterday. It's been, since I broke my wrist, I couldn't get it on. So yeah, it's on. Off he goes, trying to escape me. So yeah. Campbelltown now is literally just a couple of miles this way, and then just over there, and then we'll be there. So yeah, that was really nice being back on the beach, blowing a hoolie, but it was really, really lovely. Quite busy, as I said. So it'd be nice to go down one day. I think if we get I think towards the end of next week the weather's going to be really nice. It'd be just nice to get like a little disposable barbecue, go down maybe one day, have a barbecue on one of the beaches. There's loads of beaches around here. And
a place traffic lights for cows as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You have to give way to the cows crossing the road at milking time. So yeah, we're virtually there now. Ta-da! So this is a very quick look at Campbelltown. Obviously you're going to see it a lot more over the next sort of 12 days. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we're just going to go and pop and see our friends for a brew. Yes, that used to be Harlequin one. Do you remember? And it closed down. So yeah, we're going to pop and see our friends for a cup of tea, do a bit of shopping, and get to our accommodation. But yeah, I won't film most with our friends, but feel free to come to Tesco's with us if you want. Oh, it's busy in the town. Everyone's out having their sandwiches, having a cup of tea. We have arrived. It is one of these, and we shall find out which. We've just been to Tesco's and done a shop. We're going to get in because it's raining, and then we'll have a chat. And hopefully when it's dry, I'll give you a proper look around the outside. I just want to get in. So how cute is this? Literally just got here. We've got like a little entrance hall. Lovely. Lots of books. And then, well, how sweet is this? I love it. It's got like a little kitchen, dining table, a couple of nice sofas, TV and everything table, radio. Look at the view. I think that's a castle in there. How gorgeous. And then upstairs is the bathroom and the bedroom. Glenn's just bringing everything in. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to wait for Glenn and we'll go up together. Is he here? Right then. Oh. Oh my gosh. So we've got am I going to put it on wide zoom? No falling down after drinks. So we've got like an old stone staircase. Oh, I need some slippers. Oh my God, Glenn. Gee, how are we going to get up here tomorrow after a drink? We're sleeping on this sofa tomorrow. Oh, right. Oh my gosh. So we've got, in here we've got the bathroom. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, very nice.
Shower room. Where's the towels? Maybe they're on the bed.
Maybe.
Okay. Out the way. Oh, bunk beds. We're not staying here though. Let's look at the view. Obviously we don't need this one. There's the castle. Let's go find our bedroom. Plenty of storage. And then, Glenn, the bed's made up in case we have an argument. You can sleep in here.
You're in wet.
Airing cupboard. A Hoover. And then, oh, lovely. Yeah, I think like other cottages had more modern bedrooms, but this is like really cute. I think this is like one of the older ones. So it's really nice. View of the castle. Oh, look. How gorgeous. These stairs, though, scaring me a little bit, I won't lie. Like, oh my God. So dinner, as Glenn's just heaving himself up off the sofa. Dinner tonight is very loosely Slim and More friendly. So I've got my veggies that I've done in the Ninja. I've got a chicken breast just with some of that seasoning that I normally sort of use from Home Bargains. On the top, bit of lettuce. It is a brioche bun, which is 8 cents, but having said that, a wholemeal bread cake's 7 cents, so I'm just going to call it a loose, healthy bee. And I'm going to bob on some light mayo. Here's my Ninja, brought it on holiday. So yeah, that is tea. At least then, if I can try and keep my food relatively good when I can, then I have the battle into it.
Enjoy your metal detecting, and by the end